Right, welcome back to the Kop TV outside a blisteringly cold Anfield and the Kop. As you can see behind me, the voice of football's most famous stand, even in the FA Cup, even against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Nice. Instant match reaction, smash that like button. We're into the fourth round of the FA Cup under Arne Slot. His first ever FA Cup game for Liverpool ends in a big convincing win, which is what we were after at the start of the game. In the preview, I think both Doyle and I said 3-0, 4-1 maybe, so we're happy with that. And then on another day, it literally could have been 7 or 8-0. But you have to give credit to Accrington Stanley. They made it difficult. We didn't score for half an hour. They would have been really happy with that. The manager would have said, don't concede in the first half an hour and then go from there. And their away fans were great, 6,000 of them. I think it's about a 50-minute drive away, Accrington Stanley, so not too far away in terms of an away day for them. But you know what, even if you beat these teams and they bring all their fans, they get a bigger allocation. I like the fact that they've had a good day out. They've come to Anfield, they've seen their team, you know, they've seen Anfield, and you know, on another day they score a couple as well, which we'll speak about. But the first goal was scored by Diogo Jota, but actually at the time Liverpool should have already been 3-0 up. I don't want to dig him out too much, but Darwin Núñez, I mean, he missed two sitters before the first goal, but he did get the assist for Jota, so a really nice tap in at the back post. And that was the goal that just made Liverpool a bit more composed, and they could breathe more, they could knock it around a little bit more. And yeah, 1-0, half an hour gone, and then just before half time, Trent Alexander-Arnold scores a Trent Alexander-Arnold type goal, an absolute screamer on the edge of the box, right into the top left corner, gives it one of them. In front of the Anfield Road end. We love to see it, and obviously the Scouser in our team chants gets sung as soon as that goal goes in, and you know, 2-0 at half time, it's about right considering the Núñez chances that we had. In the first half, let me shout out the kid Rio. What a talent this kid is. The boy Rio was the best player in the first half for Liverpool, 16 years old, just turned 16. Apparently he's just been shredding everyone in training. So Arne Slot said, you know what, get yourself on the pitch, have your debut there. So, mate, the quick feet. He had a couple of shots on goal. He beat a few players, came in through a load of bodies on their team, and squirms his way out and gets a shot away. I mean, listen, it doesn't. If you're good enough, it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, we've seen in the years gone by the Wayne Rooneys, the Raheem Sterlings, the Michael Owens burst onto the scene. And if I'm honest, as a debut, first 45 minutes in his Liverpool career, that was unbelievable. So massive shout out to the kid Rio. Big up to Matisse and Chelsea for giving us Rio. Don't know how much he cost, but we've got him. Mario's on board now as well. The third goal after half time comes from Jayden Danns. Big up Jayden Danns, who bides his time, was probably going to go out on loan to Plymouth, the rumours were, in the summer, gets a big injury, but finally comes back and gets his goal. Really happy for Jayden Danns, who now adds to his 2 FA Cup goals he got last season. So I think in total Jayden Danns has probably played about 7 games for Liverpool, maybe even less, maybe 5 or 6, and he's got 3 goals in those games, all in the FA Cup as well. So really good work from Chiesa on the right hand side when he came on, and Jayden Danns gets that goal. But before that, all the big lads came off. The management of this game from Arne Slot was absolutely spot on, right? Yes, you started a stronger team that maybe Liverpool fans expected, but to bring off Szoboszlai at half-time, brilliant. Rest him up for Forest. We know how much we've missed him in the last 2 Premier League games. So I'm really impressed with Arne Slot's management of the game today. I thought McConnell did really well when he came on. Endo faultless at centre-back. Tyler Morton did well in the middle of the pitch. And I was surprised actually that Jota didn't come off. We actually ended up the game with 4 attackers, with Rio before he came off, Núñez, Jota and Chiesa. So a very 4-2-4 formation for Liverpool, which I was a fan of. But when the third one goes in, you're starting to look at their players, they're getting down. But actually at 2-0, they hit the bar and they missed the howler header. So genuinely, on another day, it gets back to 2-2. With a better team, with all due respect to Accrington Stanley, that is a really difficult period that Liverpool have to negotiate through. So they got a lot more corners than I would have liked as well. Defensively, a couple of mistakes, but listen, it's 4-0 in the third round against Accrington Stanley. In the fourth goal, Federico Chiesa. And it's no exaggeration when I say Chiesa should have scored 4 goals in that half. Chiesa should have had 4, but He gets his first one for Liverpool. I think his first touch, he hit the side netting. But really happy with Federico Chiesa. He's bided his time so much. I said in the preview, if he doesn't start this game, we've got to sell him. But listen, I'm happy he's finally off the mark. I think it's only his third or fourth Liverpool appearance, but he gets his goal in front of the Kop end, the Italian stallion. We love to see it. So big up Federico Chiesa. Impressed with Trey Noy when he came on. Connor Bradley was good when he came on. It was a real perfect blend and mix of youth, experience, quality as well. So really happy with that performance all around. So big up Arnie Slot's Tricky Reds. We absolutely love to see it. We're in the 4th round, and on another day at 6 or 7. But as I said, hopefully no injuries. We'll find out, in the press conference after the game. But absolutely over the moon with that. Get in there. Let's speak to Mario.